Hello everyone, my name is Joshua Albuquerque and today my video will be
Okay, so that was a bad compression. Let's start again. Hello everyone, my name is Joshua Albuquerque from First TEC. My presentation is on day 17's code, video compression. The question is, given n number of frames, calculate and print all the minimum number of frames needed to be sent without losing any video quality. So, for example, the user were to input the number of frames as 10 and the frames as 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7, 7, 9 and 10. Now, the intended output from here should be 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9 and 10. Now, what's happening is that any consecutive frames are being compressed to a single frame. So here, these 2 frames are being compressed to a single 2 frame, and these 7 frames are being compressed to a single 7 frame, like here. Now, how it's done. First, we take our input of numbers of frames from the user and make an array of that size. The benefit of using an array is that we can condense our code by storing our values in an array over storing in separate variables, which adds complexity. Next, we go in reverse order of the array and compare the last element and the element before that. If they are equal, we overwrite the value of the second element with the first one and decrement the size of the array. For example, here, these values refer to their index number. So, 10 and 9 are compared, and since they're not equal, we then compare 9 and 7. Again, 9 and 7 are not equal. Now here, 7 and 7 are equal, so we have to do some compression. So what we do is, we assign the value of that's in index 7 to index 6, then we assign the value that's in index 8 to index 7, and then we assign the value of index 9 to index 8. Hereafter we can't do any more assignment because index 9 is the last value. So we stop our for loop there and then decrement the size of the array. Here, now we are left with 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9 and 10. Here, our 7 frames have been compressed to a single 7 frame. Next, we continue a comparison. 7 is not equal to 6 and 6 is not equal to 4. Neither is 4 equal to 2. But at index 3 and index 2, both are equal to 2. So we have to do some compression. Here, index value of 3 is assigned to index value 2. Index value 4 is assigned to index value 3. Index value 5 is assigned to index value 4. Index 6 to index 5. Index 7 to index 6. Index 8 to index 7. And we stop here because index 8 will be our last value. So we stop here our for loop and then we decrement the size of the array. Here, this is our next output. We get 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9 and 10. Then we check. Again, 2 and 2 here at index value 2 and index value 1 are equal. So we have to do another compression. We run through the same procedure, assigning 2 to 1, 3 to 2, 4 to 3, 5 to 4, 6 to 5, 7 to 6, and we stop there and decrement the size of the array. We continue this process until all duplicate frames are removed and we end with the correct output. Like so. Here, we started with 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7, 7, 9 and 10. And the 3 2s are compressed to a single 2 and the 2 7s are compressed to a single 7. After we reach the end of our compression, we come back to our next step. We print back the array with the array size we got from running through the for loops. Here's my program that I've written in C. First, we use a printf to tell the user to input the number of frames, then we assign that value into n. Then, we declare an array of that size n. The advantage of doing this is that we can assign an array the exact space we require and nothing more. Then, we have a for loop running that will just accept each frame value. Next, I have my for loop that goes through each element of the array in reverse order, and in that for loop is my if statement that checks for 2 consecutive frames. If 2 consecutive frames are equal, then we go to a for loop which just assigns each value of the array back by 1, and after that is done, we decrement the size of the array and then we go back and repeat the process. After we reach the end of our array and exit this for loop, we come to our next for loop which just prints back each value of the array. Now, let me run some examples. Input the number of frames as, let's say, 5, and each frame has 1, 2, 2, 2, 4. Now, all these 3 2s gets compressed to a single 2. Now, let's say we input the number of frames as 6, and each frame has the same one, 5, 6. Then all these frame 1s get compressed to a single frame 1. Now, let's say number of frames is 10, and each frame is not equal to each other, so like so. Then it prints back the same value because there's no frames to be compressed. Let's say number of frames as, let's say, 8. each frame has, let's say, 2 2 2 2 4 5 7 7. Again, these 4 2 gets compressed to single 2, 4 and 5 cannot be compressed, and then these two 7s get compressed to a single 7. Now for this example, we have frames as 5 and this as our input. Now we cannot compress all these together as 1 because there's a 2 in between. So we compress these two together as 1, then 2, and then these two together as 1. Now let's try to run the example. Number of frames is 21, and number of frames is this. We have 1 cannot be compressed, 4 cannot be compressed, these two 6 gets compressed to a single 6, 3, 4 and 2 cannot be compressed, no sorry, these 3 2's get compressed to a single 2, 8 and 0 cannot be compressed, 4 cannot be compressed, 2 cannot be compressed, 4 again cannot be compressed. Now these two 6 get compressed to a single 6, these 4 1's get compressed to a single 1, and this last 3 stays the same. Thank you.